My voice broke as I read the message, each word slicing through me like a live wire. We need $20,000 by tonight for Lily's gallery launch. You're our only hope, David. Across the hospital room, my daughter Ellie shivered under a thin blanket, her frame fragile from chemo. None of them had called. Not once. For years, I'd been their rescuer, their safety net. The dependable one they drained dry. But this time, this was the moment I saw it clearly. They weren't family. They were scavengers. Hovering over my wallet. And I was done. I'm David, 38, a single father and data analyst in Seattle. My entire world revolves around my 7-year-old, Ellie. Her uneven grin, her love for seashells. Her wild curiosity about the ocean. I've always been the careful one. The saver, the planner, the man who never drops the ball. Growing up in our weathered Tacoma Craftsman, it was just Mom, Dad, my sister Lily, and me. From the start, I knew my place. The one who fixed leaks, solved crises, stayed quiet. In family photos, Lily glows center stage. Mom beaming beside her, Dad front and proud. And me, off to the side, carrying props. Sweat-stained and invisible. By 14, I had a dishwashing job. Not because we needed money, but because Mom said, "You're the practical one, David." She was right, I was. I clawed my way through college with loans and night shifts. Graduating top of my class in statistics. Finally, a steady job, a modest apartment. And a savings plan for Ellie's future. Every cent counted. Every dream delayed. And still, my family saw me as their bank. Last month, while Ellie arranged her seashells, she asked softly, "Dad, why don't Grandma and Grandpa visit?" Her voice was tired, her eyes shadowed by chemo. I lied, said they were busy. But the truth ached. Later, I found her drawing. A tiny boat on a stormy sea, just her and me. That night, Lily left a voicemail, sugar-sweet and urgent. "David, I need your help. It's big." I didn't respond. Something in her tone warned me. A wave I didn't want to drown under. 3 weeks later, Ellie collapsed at school. Her fever spiked, her body trembling. I rushed her to the hospital. The Seattle skyline blurring through my tears. The doctor's words were calm but cruel. Her leukemia was back. We had to start chemo now. In that sterile room. I called everyone, Mom first. "Oh, honey, today's rough. George has a car show. And I've got painting class. She'll be okay, right?" Dad didn't answer. Lily's phone went to voicemail. I was alone, gripping a paper cup of burnt coffee. Watching other families pray together. Ellie slept through the first round of treatment. Her small hand clutching mine. "Is Grandma here?" she whispered. I lied again. "They're coming soon." They didn't. Not that day, not the next. Mom texted, "Glad she's okay." Dad sent a winking emoji. Lily stayed silent. Then 4 days later. That text. Lily's art gallery opening. $20,000 due now. I reread it, numb. Not one mention of Ellie. The next morning came the guilt storm. "Dad, don't ruin this, son. It's Lily's big break." Mom, family shows up. "Lily, bro, you're the best. Wire it today." I stared at the screen, fury trembling in my hands. My savings were gone to Ellie's care. My unpaid leave barely covering rent. And they still thought I'd fund their dream. I remembered every dollar I'd given. $10,000 for Lily's art school, she quit halfway. $6,000 for Mom's kitchen remodel, it was a spa trip. Thousands for Dad's cars. Each time, I cut back for them. Canceling Ellie's swim lessons. Skipping new clothes. Family first, I told myself. Until they proved family meant nothing. My reply was short, cold. "I can't. Ellie comes first." Within minutes, Dad called, voice rough. "Don't be greedy, David. Lily's career is everything." Something inside me snapped. Greedy? I was alone when Ellie fought for her life. "Where were you?" He muttered and hung up. Lily texted, "Didn't think you'd be this selfish." Mom joined in, "You're letting her down." Their words blurred into static. That night, I checked our old family account. A fund I'd built years ago for emergencies. $12,000 I'd saved myself. Balance, $2,800. Withdrawals, $900, $600, $1,400. The latest labeled Lily's gallery lighting. They'd stolen from Ellie's future. My hands shook as I called Rachel, my banker. "This is theft," she said gently. "Lock it now." I froze the account. Moved the rest to a trust in Ellie's name. Untouchable by anyone. Then I texted Lily, $1 for paint. "That's all you get." My phone blew up. Mom sobbing. Dad raging. Lily spitting venom. "You're jealous. You've always hated my success." I ignored them. For once, my silence was power. They demanded a meeting. I left Ellie with our neighbor, Rosa, and drove to Tacoma. Their house looked smaller now, like a stage set for old lies. I brought proof, bank records, receipts. 12 years of giving, $168,000. Lily sat beside her fiancé, Ethan. While Mom and Dad hovered like judges. I stood. "This ends tonight," I said. "I gave you everything. And while Ellie fought cancer, you stole from us." I tossed the records onto the table. Lily's fiancé frowned. "Stole?" Mom rushed in. "That's not the point, David." But Ethan turned to her. "You didn't tell me you took his money? Or that your niece was sick?" Lily's mask cracked. Tears welled, but not for us. For her exposure. Ethan walked out without a word. I left that house lighter than I'd felt in years. 3 months later, Ellie's laughter fills our apartment. Her color's back. Her strength returns. My family. Silence. No calls. No texts. Just peace. Now we spend weekends collecting shells. Eating Rosa's tamales. Talking about the sea. I'm not saying forgiveness is impossible. But love isn't measured in dollars. It's in showing up when it matters. Ellie's learning that. So am I. If you've ever had to cut ties to protect your peace, how did it feel? Share below. And if this story spoke to you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear. Your worth isn't in what you give. It's in who you are.